I got into the Pokemon trading card game last year, and I wanted to share a couple tips that I would have liked to know before I started attending in-person events. This is not going to go over any of the rules to the Pokemon trading card game. This is for people who played the online simulator to learn and are going to play in paper for the first time. So number 1, combine your turn actions. If you learn the game through the online client, you might be accustomed to the way the program facilitates the game. The game only lets you make one action at a time, and I was used to that. So in person, when I went to play, I was like, I'm gonna play Arvin, get Nest Ball and Forest Seal Stone, and then I'll play Nest Ball for the Shaman, and then I'll attach Forest Seal Stone, and use Forest Seal Stone. Yeah, Artisan. Instead of this, because you're playing in paper, as long as you clearly communicate what you're doing to the opponent, you can group your actions without having to shuffle and go back into the deck multiple times. I'll play Arvin, a Nest Ball, for a Sealstone. I'll use Nest Ball for the Shaman, bench the Shaman, Sealstone for the Artisan, and shuffle. This way you're making the most of not only your time but also your opponent's. So just practice a little bit with your deck and you'll get used to it. The rest of these points are for people who are newer to trading card games in general. So if you've already played Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, you probably know all this stuff. Number 2, make sure you have good card sleeves. For my first event, I went there with these very cute official Chinese Marnie sleeves. You can get them on eBay. But art sleeves are not as durable for regular play. So if you're going to play in person often, I recommend that you invest in some stronger sleeves, especially if you're going to play in a tournament. Unfortunately, official Pokemon Center and Elite Trainer Box sleeves are not recommended. ETB sleeves from the latter Sword and Shield era are the worst. I had Fusion Strike sleeves split literally an hour after opening a fresh pack. The ones I see people tend to recommend are Dragon Shields and Ultimate Guard Katana. I really like the Dragon Shield ones I've played with. I unfortunately only have clear ones, which aren't great because if the card is damaged, it'll show through the back. But I bought clear a long time ago when I was collecting because I thought I had to triple sleeve the card to protect them. Anyways, I really love art sleeves, so it's really sad that, the good ones are like these solid color sleeves. It's kind of depressing. But once you like shuffle with good sleeves, you get it. It feels so much easier to play with and you're not going to get called out for potentially marking your cards. Number 3, learn to shuffle properly. Do not pile shuffle. I'm going to keep this brief because there are much more comprehensive videos out there. You can check out videos from professional PTCG players like Andrew Mahone and Azul GG on pile shuffling. I'll probably link them in the description. The TLDR is that pile shuffling does not improve the randomization of your deck. All it does is make people suspect that you're cheating. I actually pile shuffled at my first event, but nobody yelled at me. Learn to mash shuffle. People recommend riffle shuffling, but I don't know how to do that, and a lot of people don't want to damage their cards if they can't help it. So a good mash shuffle is considered sufficient for tournament play, so I would recommend doing that at least. Number 4, odds or evens. I forget this every time. The Pokemon Company loves to give you these little coins in their products, and they say like coin flip in the card text, but competitive players only use dice. They never flip coins. So when you pull up to a table, the opponent might ask you odds or evens instead of heads or tails to decide who goes first. This is simple enough, but I never remember which numbers are heads or tails. Heads is even, 2, 4, 6. Tails is odd, 1, 3, 5. Yeah, I gotta remember this. So those are my big tips for playing at your first local event. I don't know if I missed something. Maybe I'll remember next time. But I just want to say that I have not had a single bad experience at the local game store I went to. Everyone was very, very nice and patient with me. So if you're feeling a little shy or scared, I'm sure there are wonderful new friends waiting for you at your local Pokemon event. So I hope you have a lot of fun. Go touch grass. Goodbye.